like, why not put you girlies on some tea about the lessons I learned when I was in my 20s. Hey baddies, welcome to the Glam Effect. It's your girl Glam, and today I wanted to go over lessons that I learned in my 20s, and I wanted to put you girlies on game about the different experiences and lessons that I learned, because baby, when I tell you I was living my best life in my 20s, I learned so many valuable lessons. And you know, I'm a proud Sagittarius. So I'm not putting you girlies on some tea about the lessons I learned when I was in my 20s. And I'm telling you, I am a woman who loves to share her wisdom, and I'm the oldest sibling, so that's probably another reason why I'm so like intense and passionate about teaching, you know, the youth about my lessons that I've learned. Because I'm not gonna lie, baddies, 20s was the best years of my life. You know, I have more to come, but when I tell you I enjoyed my fucking 20s, like me being 30, I can bow out damn near, because I had such a great life being in my 20s. I had a freaking life. When it comes to like relocating to different towns, I did that. I traveled, I experienced things. I had owned a business, you know. And that's not the end of that, baby. I got some new businesses up my belt coming soon. And when it comes to businesses, I tried different things, but I do got some new things coming on the way, so stay tuned. But I am so grateful when it comes to different things in my 20s that I accomplished. Like, I wouldn't trade it no way. And I just want to embrace those things and share my experiences with you girlies, so you can know how to, you know, have great experiences in your 20s. These are lessons, but I'm telling you, they are so great. And yeah, baddies, let's tap in. Also, y'all, I'm gonna be drinking my little wine Sagittarius glass, because you know, I always gotta rep my shit. You're gonna also be seeing me look at my list, because one thing about Glam, she's gonna make a fucking list. Like, I make a list for everything: my content, my goals, my weekly goals, and things of that nature. So please excuse my phone. You're gonna be seeing me do this back and forth, back and forth. The first lesson I recommend is do your own research. When I tell you, it's so much information out here these days, and when I tell you it's a lot of bad information, I feel like it's best if you do your own research. When it comes to business, when it comes to like finding the answers to like different things, I honestly feel like it's best to do your own research, because a lot of people are usually using their perspective of the experiences, and they don't even do fucking like research. And I feel like a lot of your answers to your perspective comes with you being a little more logical. So I do recommend to do your own research when it comes to finding somewhere new to stay, when it comes to finding out just new things about yourself. Like, even when it comes to TikTok and information listed on there, I feel like sometimes it's not always accurate, and I feel like the best way, you know, to find the correct answers is to go do your own research. And if even that be on like Google and things of that nature, like, do your own research. Go read books and everything. Like, just because somebody tell you that, you can listen to people's wisdom, but make sure that you're also doing your own research, especially when it comes to big business decisions and just like everyday likely decisions. You know, always do your own research, baddies. I promise you, that's going to be the first key to success. I promise you. We're going to get into number 2. Work on your spirituality. This is such a big thing to me, because throughout my 20s, I was kind of like damn near lost about, like, not saying just lost, but trying to find a sense of direction when it comes to like religion, when it comes to like being super spiritual with that myself, because a lot of things that I believe in, you know, is so broad, you know, and I just feel like, and I love God, not saying that, but it's really healthy for you to learn your way of religion and spirituality. Everyone is different, and I don't care what you believe in, you know, I don't judge you to just tap into your higher self and spirituality, you know, and it's different levels to that. But look into yourself and figure out who you are on a spiritual level and connect with that. I promise you, being spiritually connected, especially when you're like taking big risks and you're just trying to find yourself, it's so healthy to tap into that daily. And things that I love to do is like pray and meditate. Like, I'm so big on praying and meditation and journaling and things of that nature. So find yourself and tap into your spirituality, and yeah, just go heal that inner child. And when I tell you, like, it's the best feeling ever. You can't really be a successful person and just a strong, positive person without spirituality, and you need your vibrations to be up. So I definitely recommend vibrating on a higher frequency and also tap into your spirituality. We're gonna get into number 3. Isolation is great for self-improvement. I'm not gonna lie, I'm such an outgoing person. I used to love experiencing people in my my late teens and my early 20s and things of that nature. But when God separated me from so many people by relocating me to different states and things, like, I disconnected from so many people. And one thing I was so grateful for is that I never allow opinion of others to navigate my next move, or to persuade my perspective on things, and I feel like isolation really helped with that. You know what they say, isolation is best for elevation, and I honestly feel like that. Like, I was able literally to be in my own delusional world due to the fact that I didn't have energy and opinions of others always in my space and judging me, or when it came to me want to live in different states, I didn't have people always hold me down. I'm not going to say that never happened, because I'm originally from Houston, Texas, and I did have situations where I lost friendships because I was relocating and things of that nature. But if you ask me right now at 30, do I regret that? Hell no, I don't. I made the right decision. And when you're to yourself, you're able to think for yourself and to tap into your creative energy. When you're around too many people, especially people who don't support you and who are not super positive, they literally take up your creative energy, because you're investing into people who are low vibrational. And I feel like when you take time out for self, you're able to elevate like no other. So yeah, self-elevation is so important, and never feel bad for taking time for yourself. We're gonna get into number 4. Focus on your goals. I don't know how much I could preach that. Like, focus on your goals, even they be like small goals or big goals. All goals are important, and it takes small goals to equate to big goals. So I recommend focus on your goals and make sure nobody throws you off. I'm also going to recommend to decenter men, okay? Decenter men and focus on your goals. They basically like tit for tat. Like, I literally was just talking to someone about that, like how important it is to decenter men when you're trying to reach these goals. Like, you're more than a housewife. You're more than just being a pretty face to a man. Like, you literally need to just tap in with yourself to be to reach the highest potential of yourself. And I feel like the best way to do that is to decenter man and focus on your goals. You can still have a man and love your man and things like that nature, but don't make a man your whole life. I preach, do not make a man your whole life. A man that loves you is going to understand as well. Like, when you're a woman that want to be an asset and want to be, powerful, and it's just healthy to have your own. And I feel like for you to focus on your goals, you're going to have to literally decenter men. I see it every day. I mean, I'm a woman who has decenter men most of my life. And for my closest friends that are super successful, they've literally decenter men. And they're so successful because they're able to tap into their own feminine energy and be creative and just try different things. They don't really have a lot of distractions. And I feel like that's best when you're in your 20s. You should try to build your empire and just have some stability going on, so you can be an asset into men's life. I don't care what this generation say, men love confident and independent women. And I'm not just saying for you to be masculine, but men love when you have your own money and when you're able to do small things for them. And if you don't have any money and you don't have anything going on for yourself, that's the lack sources of income. So I do recommend for you to focus on your goals so you can be that girl and have more power within your life. I'm also gonna recommend baddies to get your credit together. Like, credit is everything, especially when you're trying to get apartments, when you're trying to get a car, when you're trying to buy a home. I recommend to get your credit together. I promise you won't regret it. It makes everything easier within your process of trying to purchase a home. And baby, when I tell you, I've been through that, especially in my 20s, you know, and I really didn't have a mentor, but thank God my fiance, he was really, really, really mature for his age when it came to like purchasing home, because he had previously purchased one. And he gave me a lot of wisdom on real estate. And it's just like, always make it a priority to invest into your credit, okay? Because when you invest into your credit, it helps you in the long run. I promise you won't regret it. Move away from your hometown. When I say moving away from my hometown, which is Houston, Texas, it taught me so much. I currently live in Georgia, but before that, I stayed in Nashville for a while and Portland. And when I tell you, like, when you move from somewhere that you're originally from, it literally takes you out of your comfortability mode. And also, it helps you learn how to adapt to different things and help you grow and see different perspectives, because you're literally around different people, different cultures, different ethnicities, and it's so important to just get new experiences. You're around different energy. Different states hold different energies, and I promise you, I've learned something from each state I literally stayed in. And you're in your 20s, why not try something new? Like, you're still young, learning and growing, and I promise you, when you move and you travel, especially when you decide to not have any kids, it makes things just so much better and easier. Also, baddies, I do recommend for you wait on kids in your 20s. Like, waiting, I'm 30 and I still don't have any kids. Keep them boundaries and stand on business when it comes to these men, and make sure you hold out on kids. Get yourself together first before even like thinking about marriage or kids and things of that nature. Get your shit together, baddies, please. I promise you, it would just make you be a whole asset, and you will have more leverage and privilege in a relationship. I promise you. Keep some hobbies, okay? I feel like a lot of time people are having like, they're using their creative energy in the wrong ways. And I don't know if you baddies know, but like, sexual energy is creative energy. And I feel like a lot of women, especially of color, use the energy in the wrong ways. Like, you're not horny all the time. It's probably because you're not being creative enough. And with hobbies, that will definitely help you be creative. I recommend for you girlies to tap into some hobbies, okay? You're never too old to try different things, and they also will give you new experiences. So make sure, baddies, tap into some hobbies. I promise you, you won't regret it. Heal your inner child, okay? A lot of us suffer because we haven't like healed from our inner child, or we're not encouraging our inner child a lot of times. So I recommend you to heal that, to be able to be at your fullest potential. Therapy is always available. Having a mentor or just having people around that you can be, you know, emotional to, or you can trust, is so important. I recommend that to everyone in their 20s, because a lot of times you think you're okay until you're like triggered by something, and a lot of times it has to do with your childhood. And I honestly recommend for you to really tap into that and heal that, to be your highest version of yourself, and to just be a good person in general. Because I feel like a lot of people in my generation or in their 20s, you know, they were fighting a lot of demons, you know, including myself. I fought demons as well, but I put in the work to heal, working on my spirituality, going to therapy, and just really being positive and keeping positive people around me. I feel like that's the remedy for healing your inner child. And I recommend you baddies to do the same, because you literally can't be the best version of yourself if your inner child isn't healed, okay? So I recommend you tapping into that energy. Be selective when it comes to relationships and stay exclusive. Okay, so, you know, in your 20s, you're mingling, you're trying to meet new people, you know, you're dating guys and things of that nature. I feel like it's so important to have boundaries and standards for yourself before even encountering people. And I think it's healthy to encounter and meet new people. But once you see they're not on your vibration, or y'all don't have the same interests, like, we don't talk about how, like, meeting new friends and, like, seeing if you girlies could be friends and like dating them damn near, it's like the same thing as like dating a guy. Make sure that whatever expectations you have for your man, you have them for your friend. Not saying they have to be the same things, but have boundaries and expectations for your girl friendship so you can know what you're going into. Like, I feel like a lot of times girls are so mad at other women because, you know, they had expectations of what a friendship is. And I had to realize a lot of black women don't even know how to properly be friends and things of that nature. Like, they're damn near not even taught that. So I feel like the best thing to do is just like communicate your qualities and things of that nature with your new friend, and just, you know, feel their energy out and see if you got at least work or not together. And if you don't, that's fine too. Like, friendships and courting girls and just like finding new friendships should be the same thing as you trying to like meet a new guy. You know, everybody is not gonna work with you or just be compatible with you. So it's no reason to take things personal. I feel like you should just grow from them, but be very selective when it comes to people. Quality over quantity, period. Have fun and make memories, period. So I had so much fun in my 20s. I recommend you girlies to do so too. You can work hard, but you should be playing a little bit, okay? It's therapeutic when you treat yourself. And that can be with you going shopping. That could be with you traveling. That could be for you going out with your friends, trying new restaurants, you know, saving for your goals and your dreams and stuff. Just have fun, okay? You only live your life once. And in your 20s, you should be getting goals done, but you also should be living your life. I recommend for you baddies to travel. Okay, if you have it in your budget to travel, you can do like nearby states. You can save up for affordable foreign states. I recommend to travel, especially if you don't have any kids yet, to travel in your 30s while you can. Those experiences are so healthy and they definitely help you grow and think beyond, you know, your environment. So I definitely recommend you traveling. Always be open to meet new people. I feel like so many of us are, you know, like we close ourselves off to meet new people. I feel like the best thing you can do is to meet new people. You grow so much when you even like experience people and hear their perspective. I feel like, especially when you move to a new state, you need to always open your mind and think open-minded, you know, when it comes to like meeting new people and networking. Always be open. No matter how negative and low vibration this earth would be, I would never let anyone stop me for like wanting to meet new people. I love meeting new people. Sometimes I be so damn annoyed that, you know, I don't meet as many people as I like. I feel like you grow so much well when you just meet new people and you get to understand their perspective. It just helps you grow as an individual, as one. So never be afraid to learn and allow yourself to be open to meet new people and new auras. So try new things. Try that new restaurant. Try new foods. Try new cultures. Try new countries. Try new clothes. Try a rebrand. Try different wigs. Try to be creative. Try out different areas. Like, try new things. You know, finding new experiences and finding out new things to help you grow as a person. I feel like when you try new things, it always keep you like updated and vibrant, because it's like you always are getting new experiences, and I feel like that's the best way to grow. So always try new things, and that's gonna be all of the lessons that I really learned in my 20s, baddies. I hope you girlies enjoy your 20s, and don't be so hard on yourself in your 20s. You are learning, you are growing, you're finding yourself, and you're trying to understand yourself, and that's okay. And you can try as many things as you want. Never be limited by your thoughts. And it don't matter if you're like in your 30s, 40s, or 50s, or any of those ages. It's so good to really always reinvent yourself and rebirth. And you can apply these same tips to, you know, other age ranges and things of that nature. Never be afraid to be the best version of yourself and work on self-development. I promise you, baddies, the more you pour into yourself and you love in yourself, the more the results of that is going to show up in the midst of your life. And it's so important to always make sure that you are a priority, because if if your cup isn't full, you can't pour into others. And I want you girlies to be the best versions of yourself. And I'm always going to support self-development and just being the baddest bitch that you can be here, because life is already hard. Why not be the baddest version of yourself that you could be? Okay? And get that pretty privilege too, and just tap into that too. But have fun, live your life, and I'm going to see you baddies on the next episode. Till next time.